welcome to another episode of Photoshop Pro. So today we're going to be doing the Dark Knight poster. Um, there's actually so many of them, but today we're going to be focusing on this one right here, and we're going to actually be. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to actually make it in the shape of a poster. So I opened up a new document. I made my document 15 by 20 in inches. So if you want to go ahead and do that, say 15 by 20. Most poster sizes aren't set at 15 by 20. It ranges. Some are 17 by 28. It really ranges on how the company wants it printed. And just to save some time, I already cut out a Batman logo, added some other things as well. And the Batman logo is pretty simple. You just take the pen tool, cut around the Batman logo, find it online, or use the polygonal lasso tool and do it that way. I prefer, in this case, the pen tool because I could fill it in with the black and it looks really crisp and simple instead of the lasso tool without it looking very pixelated and grainy. So what we're going to do here is I found this image online of a brick or bricks, and just randomly search brick wall, and I tried to find one that was a little to my taste, a little something that can make grainy, so something with a white background like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wow, I can't talk today. I'm going to copy this layer, hit Command J. Wrong layer I copied. And then I'm going to hit Command L and bring up the levels. Now I want to make this really dark, so I'm going to take the mid-tone levels and drag this down a little bit, and then I'm going to take this one over here and drag it down a little bit. Then I'm going to go up here into channels and choose, oh, I forgot to mention actually, before you do anything, make sure you're working in RGB, because we're going to be doing some things that involve black and white, and for some reason black and white won't work with CMYK. So as I was saying, Command L, use the tool to bring this up and down, make it really dark, not too dark, just bring the output down a little bit, and we want to make it look grungy and whatnot. Actually what I'm trying to do, alright, no, that's fine. So, whoops, I didn't hit OK. So after that, click OK, and let me do that really quickly. It's fine. Okay. So create a new layer on top of this, and hit Shift Delete. Foreground color is black. In this case, we do want black. So if your foreground color is not black, just click that, and black's right there. Hit OK, and it should cover the whole thing. So now I want to add a mask, and then I'm going to take the gradient tool. I'm going to hit from the center, hold Shift, click. Don't drag it out too much because it won't look as good. Give it about that much. Use your judgment. Actually, in this case, that was a little too little, so drag it out here a little bit, and hopefully that should be fine. No, it's not working for me. It's really trial and error. So we want somewhat of a vignette. There's another way to do a vignette, but yeah, perfect. But in this case, we don't want that. We want the mask. So now I'm going to go back to this layer, and I just noticed my other layer got deleted for some reason. So I'm going to duplicate that and make that darker. I don't know how that got deleted. Okay, so now above this layer we want to go up here and click black and white. If you do not have CS4 and CS3, go to adjustments and just go black and white, and the same menu should pop up. So click that. This window should pop up. If not, a window will pop up in the middle. Go here, click high contrast blue filter. Should make it a little bit darker. Hit Command J to duplicate that, and then select It's like blue filter. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, blue filter's fine. Then hit tint. Click in here, and we want a dark blue. Let's play around. Something like that. Looks good. Alright. Then we're going to go here. We're going to click, and then just drag this layer under it. And then we're going to go into, we're going to click our eyedropper tool and just pick the blue in here. Hit Shift Delete. Fill it with foreground color. And then we're going to go to normal. I'm going to play around a bit. Overlay. Too dark. Soft light. Color. Those colors look good. Alright. So I want to go to the little pull down menu and choose color. Really based on your preference. You can use a different kind of blue. I prefer this dark royal blue. So there. We got all that out of the way. Good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the Dark Knight logo. Boom. Right in the center. And I'm going to go in the effects menu, which I've already done, and I'm going to add drop shadow. I already have everything set. You can leave the opacity a little bit high. I like the distance just down a little bit so people can see it. And I'm just moving it up. As you can see, it's getting a little blurry down there. That's fine. I don't want it to be crisp. I want it to be a little blurry. And then what I'm going to do is add some text. Now the text here I got from Dafont. And actually I'm going to show you what I did with this text. I'm going to go back to normal. So this text is called Got Heroin. You can get off Dafont. When I saw it, it reminded me of the Dark Knight. So basically I typed it out, started out in black, and then I just highlighted and I picked colors. So I picked purple, green, red. You can, whatever the colors of Joker remind you of, you can play around. And then purple again. Then I selected the layer and went to normal, and then I went to color. Sorry if I'm talking fast. I'm trying to talk within the time limit so I can put this on YouTube. And then it kind of blends into the background of the wall, and that's what we're trying to get here. Then I added some text, The Dark Knight. And then for some full finishes, I added some cracks. You can find paintbrushes on Google. Just type Photoshop crack brushes or Photoshop brushes, and you can find some. And I just painted those in. Really simple. And just, for example, hope I have time to do this. Just like punch it in. Oops. And then you'll get cracks. And it looks pretty good. It's just based upon your preference. And after that, I added some blood splatters. Just search splatters on or paintbrush splatters on Google, or Photoshop brushes, Photoshop splatters, and you should find some. So I kind of got the handprints going on there and whatnot. And that's basically about it. And if I want to push this a little bit forward, I'm going to add a layer above the black layer and go to gradient and just add a little bit of a gradient going up. Whoops. Make sure you have this selected. Just so the Dark Knight doesn't get blended in. Perfect. And that's it. That's your Dark Knight poster. Sorry if I went a little too fast. It's pretty basic. Go ahead, have fun. Go find your brick images. If you could do me a favor, go to my website at michaellemma.com. If this video ends, you could open another video and I'll type it somewhere in the video. But I'll just use this font quickly. Hopefully you could see that. And I'm going to make this smaller. Wow, that's huge. Don't worry, I'm going to make this white so you can see it. There. And I spelled my name wrong. Alright, michaellemma.com. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, my email address is on there. Just go to the contact page. And that's about it. Catch you next time on another episode of Photoshop Pro. See you around.